Hello friends, I hope you are well. Techman Pat here. Today we are reviewing these two products and I'll tell you why I'm doing both of them at once. I found them to be the perfect security package for your home. Let's talk more about the Swann doorbell and the Swann 2K Core Cam Pro. If you know the brand, if you've been to Bunnings, you would have seen them all the time and they were a little bit more expensive. Luckily, this time around, Swann has come out with two products that I think are very user-friendly, very easy to set up, and might be the next product you use in your home. Let's get started by rolling the intro and of course thanking Swann for sending these for review. Okay, let's start with the Swann Buddy, the video doorbell. Now, obviously there's a whole bunch of video doorbells out there. The problem with a lot of other brands is that there is the lack of the ecosystem. Luckily for Swann, they've got a whole bunch of other products that all sit under the Swann umbrella in one app. And that's really important because now you've got a doorbell and you've got a security cam. In any case, let's talk about the specification. It has a bunch of rechargeable batteries inside. You can either swap them or recharge with a USB on the back. It is a micro USB, which shouldn't be a problem. It does come with all the cables. The battery lasts about 3 to 4 weeks. That's what I've found, and it's sending notifications to me all the time, letting me know something is going on. I've only had 2 people actually ring the bell, and it's got a little wireless node that sits away from the device and rings when somebody presses the button. It is completely wireless, but it does come with the ability to power it externally too with some cables in there. But for somebody like me who's not going to run cables and power, installing this on a wall is absolutely easy. It does come with some sticky bits on the back that you can just slap on, and it's light. I only used 1 screw and it's not going anywhere at all. It has a 180-degree lens on it and the video is 1080p, which makes for viewing pleasure because it is extremely clear. The images come through really nicely even at full sunlight and of course at night. It has night mode. I mean, at this point you can't have a product that doesn't have nighttime vision. In this case, the night and day is very clear, and I found it to be easy enough to record something, and of course it has the ability to communicate both directions with the person at your door. And that really makes it useful when Ozpost comes along and goes, well, nobody's home, I'm just gonna leave a card. No, just leave the item. I don't care about porch pirates because I've got this video doorbell. Look, in Australia, porch pirates aren't as prevalent. They do happen, of course, but it's definitely a way to protect yourself from it. And the beauty of having a Swann product, it also has storage on board with a little micro SD card, which makes it all that much better. You can save videos straight to that and then download it to your phone via the app. It also connects to Alexa and Google Home, and does that make it any better? No, but it's there if you want to use it. The best use case is actually with the camera functionality. You can ask Google to do something like show me the video of the front door. If you do have a Google device with a screen, you can see it. If you don't, well, it's not really helpful, is it? One thing I wish you could do is load your own little tunes. It only has 6. Most of them weren't that great. The setup of the video doorbell was really easy and quick, and honestly, it worked straight out of the box, and I put it up on the wall within 15 minutes. It really does a great job. It picks up people really well and it notifies me straight away. The other important thing that it has that might be unique is the ability to notice if it's a person or something else. And it has the ability to, what? See heat? Yep. At night, obviously, if there is a heat signature, it will pick it up and actually figure out what it is. Now, let's kind of hold our horses here. It's not like a massive AI. It's a little bit dumb in that sense, but you know what? I noticed myself coming home late at night and the lights were off and it did pick me up, and I was a little bit further away from the actual LED lights that give you the nighttime vision. And so I was pretty darn impressed. You won't go wrong with the doorbell. Now let's jump to the Core Cam Pro. It is a spotlight camera, which means it has a couple of unique features that makes it a interesting purchase. First of all, as you'll note, it has a very powerful LED on the front. At the end of the day, even though there is night mode, sometimes the person's face or the vehicle is a little bit obstructed in the nighttime view. It's black and white, a little bit grainy, a little bit green. It's not quite right. But with movement, you can set the light to just blink on like a spotlight when somebody moves past and highlight that person. It is of course also a great deterrent to people, which makes it quite useful to have in certain sections of your home, like a patio or the front door. Now the resolution is around 1440p, but it is very, very good. I'd probably be happy with 1080p. And that means that when you do see vehicles going past your home or people coming up to your door, their faces aren't just pixels. Furthermore, it has two-way communication too, but I would say the lag between the camera speaking and the person speaking and you speaking on the device is a little bit too high to make it a workable thing. The doorbell is much better, but I imagine that's because of the high resolution that the 2K camera over here is pumping out. I wouldn't use it, but because this is wireless, you're gonna mount it somewhere where obviously there's no power. However, you can actually buy, and it's only $30 from Amazon, I'll put the links below, a little micro USB soldered array that mounts kind of next to it or on your roof, or you can just place it wherever, that will charge the battery of this camera during the day, and that means you can set this up and forget about it. There's no need for you to take it down and recharge it. Put it up in a high place so nobody else can reach it. This solution with a little solar array is a much better solution for a home where, you know what, you're not gonna get in the roof, you're not gonna try and run cables or get potentially somebody to come and install it. Okay, let's talk price, because at the end of the day, it does come down to that. The core cam is $229 and the doorbell is 199 Australian dollars, which makes this package around, well, $430, which isn't cheap. But the part that you are saving on is really the installation. You can jump up on a ladder and put this up yourself, especially the doorbell. I mean, it's pretty easy to do that in your front door area, and it's done. There's no wires to run, the setup on the app is very simple, and you're off to the races.
All right, let's talk about a little nifty feature called modes. We have 3 modes: home, night, and away. You can set any of these at your leisure, and you can also create schedules for such modes. Now, what are these modes? Well, they actually have a really cool feature. So let's just go into home. It doesn't matter which one you click for now. So far we have the camera and the doorbell. In the settings, I can choose the mode for home at what moment the motion detection will actually go off. I can obviously turn it off, but close, medium, or far, and max, of course, and then I can receive a notification on that. Same with the front door. So if you're home, you might want to set it to maybe close or maybe further away, far. When you're away or at night, those ones are the ones that you want to set it maybe to medium, however you want to save it. And of course, they're set individually, so you can go around and customize it as you wish. It's a nice way to change the ways you use this camera to make sure you're not getting spammed with the notifications during the day when you're using the front door or walking around your house or maybe somewhere in the backyard, and that works really well.
So what's the downside? Well, the app isn't the smoothest thing. It does the job. There's a bit of lag here and there, and it only uses 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Now, the problem isn't really a problem because it's kind of like a catch-22. 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi is slow, but it also has the best range, allowing you to put these cameras in around your home without really adding more routers or Wi-Fi extenders. So when loading up content from a camera that's really, really far away, it might be a little bit slower than usual. So for this price point, I think you should look out for sales where you can get both of these. Friends, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts about the Swan cameras right here. Big thanks to Swan for sending me this for review, and I'll catch you all in another video. Bye!